Here they are. Canara feeds it off. Gets it over to Canning. Has the player on the inside. Gives it to Crimhand, and Crimhand kicks the goal. Push.
He worked his body really well. I call that a mark. What about you, mate?
I'm with you. Grief.
He's only about 4'7" tall, and he used his body perfectly.
Righto, Chubb, we're back. Grand final week, best week of the year. How you going, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. You can smell the beers are in the air.
Oh, I wish the weather was a bit better though. Like usually grand final, you just want that real nice not even mid-20s, just 20, sun out, waking up in the morning and being really nice. But typical Melbourne, I think grand final day is 16 odd or something. 16, 18.
I've been looking every day.
Yeah, okay, every day, make every 5 minutes when it changes.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully grand final day we can wake up and there's that nice clear sky, and even if there's a few clouds, just to have the breakthrough of sun. So I genuinely reckon, and I've spoken to a few people about this. I think people wake up to go to work Monday, just like this Monday just gone, and no one's doing much this week.
No, pretty quiet.
Yeah. I think it really is one of those weeks where it's just that holiday feeling. Like, I don't know what people who don't like footy feel like. I think it's just a normal week for them. But
nothing.
As someone who's grown up just loving footy and grand final week being the best week of the year, even when your team's not in it.
Like
well, your team's in it now, Brisbane.
They are. Yeah, they're in my team.
You're really on the bandwagon now.
This is my team.
Even in your 21st other night, you decided to wear a Brisbane.
Had the scarf.
You actually bought a Brisbane scarf for your birthday, and you wore that at your 20th. But it was even better that you wore that with a couple of very close mates of yours being Collingwood
and
supporters.
family members as well. Yeah, Gramps.
Yeah,
shout out to Gramps.
I did see you. I didn't realise who it was with your family, but you're really rubbing it into the other ones too. So
Fuck the Collingwood boys.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, we did have someone here last week who was pretty confident they were back and they were going to go okay.
And he said he's pretty happy to verse any Queensland team at the G.
Yep. He doesn't have to now.
No.
Doesn't have to now because they've versed no one. They're going to Bali. I just actually seen Membry and Howe were dressed up for what day is it today? Tuesday.
Wacky Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday today. And I think Howe was the Colonel, KFC the Colonel.
Oh, yeah.
And I reckon Membry, I think he looked like Eminem or something like that. But to the Bull, who thought they were going to get through, your Pies are actually on their Wacky Wednesday and they're not playing this weekend.
They're done, mate.
They're finished. So off to Bali and they can enjoy their trip. And so I suppose we'll start with the weekend. Well, obviously we've skipped a week again. There's obviously things we want to kind of touch base on. And every weekly at the moment, it's probably not, or there's not enough for us to talk about sometimes. Yeah. So obviously the prelim weekend's been, but then we had our presentation night on Friday night just gone.
Yeah.
So might just go again. 10 years at the club, you couldn't get a seat at the joint, could you?
Full.
Yeah.
Like we were standing at the start of the night in front of the fireplace, and Sykesy told us we got to move because people behind us can't see. And we're like, well, where do we go?
Where to go outside? And there was actually people standing outside.
Yeah.
And for anyone listening who's been to our club rooms and our social rooms and has seen them, we have got one of the biggest social rooms in the league, and going around. Like obviously, like there's Terrellgans ones that are massive and stuff, but like actually just the football like rooms, they're massive. I don't know how many. I would have loved to have known how many people at the start of the night, but I think even Sticks, who's been at the club for 100 years, I think even he said something about it. This is the most packed he's ever seen it. Like, so, and this is what we say, and we said during footy season that there's people out there and there's haters and they want to say that we're about to fold and the club's no good and all that kind of stuff. But if the club was no good and the place was about to fold, we would have had just the players there. And that's about it. There was people everywhere. There's life members, past life members. There's just supporters there. Like, again, in my 10 years, I've never seen the place that full. Like, there was actually tables throughout the whole joint. Every seat was taken, and then every space was taken out with someone standing. There's nothing. We're no issues with numbers and people and the support of the club at the moment. There's no issue with that. We just, like as we've said, and we'll say it over and over, netball's going okay, footy-wise, we're just going to get a couple of wins on the board, and that's what that place is going to be like. We'll be the best club around once we start winning some footy games.
Easy.
And people, I don't care what people say, prove me wrong. Once we start winning games, you prove me wrong that we're not the best club going around when we get the numbers, the people around, the supporters, and you watch people just come out of the woodworks as well.
People said for so long, even people that don't play at our club have said, they might not be winning games, but the culture's so good at going. Yeah. That's just what people have heard, and it is. That's what it has been. If it was shit culture, I would have left years ago.
100%. And again, my 10 years, like there's been times where I've nearly left, but I'm like, no, I just love the joint.
Yeah.
And we want to see us succeed. And I think everyone's ready for us to succeed as well. But so presentation night, obviously really, really good night. Again, numbers ridiculous. Everyone was dressed nicely. It was a really good night. Everyone, all the award winners, obviously did really good seasons, did really good stuff.
Yourself?
Yeah, I got
you got the netballs.
Netball's football of the year.
Yeah. So netball's voted like a 3-2-1 for who they're. It was like, what's the criteria?
Well, the criteria was just who they think does a bit around the club and who's just a really good looking footballer and one of the best.
Yeah, and like the shortest one.
The shortest one, the one with the least hair. So I had to win. I had to win it. Yeah. No, I think it was just because we obviously as footballers we voted for Jess. Who does she does a mountain of work around the club. And Jess actually cleaned up. She needed a trailer to get home the other night. She was full. She won. Did she win? She won a team one.
Yeah.
I forget what she won. I don't know. She won a team one, and then she won the footballers netballer of the year. And then she also won.
Was it the volunteer of the club or something?
No, the best club person.
That's what it was.
Which is the big one. Which is the massive one. So I actually won that last year.
Yeah, big performance coming off you winning.
Yeah, that's right. And her speech was okay. It wasn't as good as mine last year, but that's I've said this for years, and I actually said that when I got the netballers football of the year, and I think I turned around and said to all the boys are the best and fairest and the coaches awards and stuff. I said, they're cool, but when people recognise that you do a bit of work around the club and stuff, they're the things you want to be recognised for. And don't get me wrong, best and fairest and that are cool. I just haven't had one. I've come runners up and third and fourth a lot, but I have never won one, so that's why I probably make it sound worse than what it is. But it's always good to win individual trophies, but it's always really nice to win a best club marine or one where people kind of recognise the work you do. And for all the award winners, but I would think the biggest one of the night, I believe, is the best club person, and that's voted by committee members and stuff, and people kind of nominating who they think, and Jess won that this year, and with every right when her name was called, I was like, I think I voted for her. So and every year for the footballers one too. So again, fantastic night. And you realise how many volunteers it takes. Like I think as a volunteer, we got a couple of little presents and stuff as volunteers, and you realise when Ben was reading out all the people that help out, it does add up.
Heaps of people walking up.
Yeah, it does add up. But and that's what it takes to, and I'm glad they do it and read out people's names in front of everyone so people can kind of see who behind the scenes, because I can guarantee there would have been some people see someone walk up and be like, who is that? Like, and that's what we're still going to get better at as a club. And I think we're really good compared to maybe some other clubs, but I think we're just going to keep reminding ourselves of how many people are helping out, and don't be afraid to jump on board as well. So
can't live without it.
No, you
can't. You need it. Yeah.
No
volunteers,
can't,
no club.
And even then, and even with the amount of volunteers that went up the other night, we could still do more. Like it's always there's always something to do. I know I'm going to be. Obviously, at the moment, with my job with the club, it's really important. We're looking at players, and we've got I've said it before, we've got all our trainers and stuff in place now, and we've already spoken to a possible couple of team managers for the grades, and I know I'm already step in front of a lot of places. Like again, Gippsland League's just finished. We've already got our coaches appointed. We talked to team managers. We've got our trainers appointed. Our committee's obviously still our committee from this year, but there's already people putting their hand up to jump on positions next year. It's a really important time of year for us, and I think we're really ahead of kind of where we were and have been. Like I said, we signed the Bulls brother.
Yep.
Brody's coming. Brody, yeah. So
that's exciting.
It'd be really good for him to come in with us and just adds that height and that versatility. I think he could nearly play anywhere. And again, as I've said on here before, we've had some really positive chats. It is hard to get that first signature, I think, sometimes. And now we've got Brody, and then I know we're really, again, I sound like a broken record like I do during the year, but we're really close to a couple others. And with leagues and that just finishing, we just have to be a little bit more patient. Like we're not very patient at the moment. We just want everything to happen now. But just if we were a fisherman at the moment, there'd be a lot of hooks in the water. I tell you that now. Yeah. So plenty of really positive things happening. It's just I think once we get one, I think the flow one's going to happen. I can't wait till we get that first one, and then we really show that we're going to mean business. And again, we don't need to get 15 players. We just need a good 6, 7 or 8. 6, 7.
Oh, that came in my head.
I'm disappointed myself.
I was saying today when I'm at the gym, and I could go for 5. 6. It's ruined
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I actually
100%.
hate it.
I can't, like, I've got a 14-year-old daughter and an 11-year-old son. Like, as soon as you say 6 or 7, it's just, you just go. But I'm just, clearly it's working on me, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if we get those with footy-wise, it's going to make a big difference. And as I said before, I think really you could see the development in the group of you, like you and that group of kind of ones that have gone up there 30, 40, 50 games now. So, yeah, we just need a couple more signatures and a couple more things to kind of go our way, and we're going to be in a really good position. And well, I suppose while we're talking about the club, I know netballs. I was at Silly Sunday the other day, and obviously that was after a couple of drinks and that we're talking and that. But spoke to a couple of the older netballers, I suppose, and they know that they're already kind of having chats and conversations with potential players and that too. And A grade made finals this year, so it only takes a couple to come across there, and all of a sudden they're going a step further.
Closer,
but that filters down to B grade, goes down to C grade, D grade, and all of a sudden netball goes from strength to strength, and we just become some kind of strength on the footy field. And I think there'll be plenty more times where that club room's as full as it was.
Yep.
We need to get a beach party back, and I want to see the club rooms that full with a beach party or something
Bring
like
them
that.
back, please.
Yeah, I reckon that's one of my tasks next year.
Yeah.
I think I've got a pretty big job as it is, but I reckon if I can get a little subcommittee together just to focus on that, I reckon that might be something. And I know the Pres Ben, he'd be all over it. He's been really good, and I think he'll be open to getting it done as well. Yeah. So I suppose that's pretty much nearly a wrap, isn't it? Really, footy wise. Like now we've had presentation night and stuff. Like obviously we'll still talk about players and stuff when they get on, and I've actually sent a message to a couple of the players we're talking to, and I said, if you sign, you get an interview on the pod.
Bring them on. Yeah.
So I don't know if that's helping or hindering the chances, but so I've chucked a little sneaky kind of thing in there as well. So, and a couple may have businesses and stuff too, and I said, well, chuck his on here and that as well. So, so I think footy wise, except for obviously, and same with netball, we'll also have a chat about if they can recruit or whatever if they bring players and stuff in, that'd be really good to see. So. But yeah, Gormandale footy wise, but I truly believe we're going strength to strength, or from probably not very strong to stronger. Yeah, I think that's going to happen. It's only going to take these few that we're talking to make a big difference. So we started with that with presentation night, and that ended up being a really good night. Yeah. There is one award that I have to make sure that I bring up, and that's Talia, my daughter. She got the rising star for the netball side of things. So I actually may have heard the little birdie whisper the week before, so I mentioned it to Callie, but we still weren't 100% sure on what was going on, and but it was really proud. Like it's a really proud parent moment, I suppose. Like she does work her butt off. She needs to work her butt off a little bit more, I believe. Like she's got some potential there to be a good player, but she needs to work a little bit harder, like everyone does, and that's probably just me being a prick of a dad sometimes, saying she needs to work harder. But yeah, she's definitely got some natural ability there, and she loved playing up this year, so. Playing up in the 17s.
Yeah, again, I was going to say something, but you're talking about your daughter, so I'm not saying it.
So isn't there some reason weird when you just say certain things that you just playing up, playing up in the under 17s.
Jenna and Liam.
Yeah. They're little bum buddies, them two, now, aren't they?
Best friends.
Yeah, I know. He's taken Liam off me. Liam was my bum buddy, and then bloody Jenna's rocked up. And
them and Bundy cans.
Bundy cans, little country bum bloody friends. But yeah, so right on Talia. I'm really, really proud of you, and you had a really good season, but. Yeah, now you set a benchmark. It can only get better now. You don't want to go backwards. So, But yeah, fantastic year for the club, except for obviously some results. But I think we've really, really grown, and we've really got some good things in place to move forward. So, hopefully onwards and upwards, and we're only going to get better for it. So, and then Saturday night, the Chubs 21st. Yeah. I tried to make something to put on Insta, and I'm freaking hopeless. And I tried to cut things and put the Chubs 21st, but it just all looks shit, so I just decided not to do it. But yeah, really good night.
Yeah, I was hammered.
Yeah. So I rocked up a little bit earlier again. I was on call. This I reckon I feel like I do every second ep when I'm on call lately. Like it comes around that bloody quick. But I behaved myself and rocked up. I was about 7:30, and I snuck off just before 10. Yeah. And but we were just talking about before. I think Jesse bought you a drink, filled your cup up. You went outside, you come back, it was empty, and I think I was with Sticks and Liam. We're like, you chipped your drink out. You're like, no, I scalded it. We're like, no, you didn't. You did.
Yeah, I did.
You did, yeah. So you definitely take full advantage of the drinks that get given to you.
And we're here before the party and watched a bit of Collingwood Brisbane before we left, and I had a 6-pack of beer, and then I had a couple of those. You have those Canadian Club lemonades, yeah?
Yeah. Yes.
They're nice.
Yeah,
I had a couple of them.
Especially after a couple of beers.
So I was
really
already on my way when we got there. But no, it was a good night.
It's a good turnout too.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I left the Greyhounds.
Traralgon Greyhounds. Yeah,
like that was 3/4 full.
Yeah.
Like there was people everywhere there. So, so you do have friends.
Yeah.
It's always nice to look around.
It's actually good to know I've got people around me. But
a couple of people didn't rock up. We won't throw
we don't
names,
have to throw names, Gus.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, that's not what you said before. But yeah, obviously really good night. Got a few presents.
I had a couple of presents. Yeah.
You'd be pissed for the next month though.
There's that bottles. Many bottles out there. Yeah, I'm sorted. You got me some Malibu.
Yeah, I got you Malibu. Yeah, I got you bottle of Malibu.
Yeah.
And then I reckon every second person I see walk in, we're walking up to you with a bottle. I'm like,
there's Jack Daniels and everything out there.
That is. But it is good.
Like, I'll be sorted this week.
Yeah. As a bloke, sometimes you don't really want, I suppose, too much presents. You really want either like a cash or some grog, where you know you're going to use the cash and you're going to drink the grog. So for the next little while you're not going to have to stress too much about going to Dan's or the bottle. You just know that you got your straight bottles out there. So
all loaded up.
Any good stories come from the night? Was there because like I said, by the time I was kind of going, I think everyone was definitely on their way by then. Everyone was Baz bring his new missus along.
He did, yeah. Yes. Kiara come.
Oh, you're throwing the name out there.
Well, people will know soon enough. He's tied up.
I wasn't going to say her name, but you've chucked it out there now.
Yeah, Kiara, she was there. Met her for the first time that day.
Yeah,
so I'm happy for him. He looks like he's pretty loved up.
He's chum.
He is. Yeah,
he was glowing all night. Every time I looked at him, he was glowing. He was smiling.
Yeah, Trent was getting sent photos yesterday, and he's laying in bed, and we're telling him, "Get in the gym, mate. Come on." But
he's just loved.
He's loved up. You just got to let him be. But yeah, good on him.
Enjoy it.
He needs it. So
everyone needs a bit of love.
Yeah,
everyone needs some love. So no one did.
Yeah,
no one really. A few people would have went out, or a few people kind of come back to you.
Yeah, a few people come back here. A few went out. It wasn't much. It was probably me. I was making a dick of myself.
That's right.
Towards the end of the night,
You're allowed to. It's your 21st. You can do whatever you want.
Once the speeches and that were done, I was just going for it.
Yeah, well, you were going for it nearly before. So after it, you would have just been tipping me.
I did throw up in the toilets.
You did? No, that's right. Again, it's your 21st. You're allowed to.
Third time I've ever thrown up. I just sculled another one. I was like, I actually don't feel good. Went to the toilet just in front of the little cubicle and went,
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And I didn't eat any pizza, nothing. I was,
and that's what gets. That's what.
Yeah, we were saying that last episode.
You gotta eat.
Yeah.
And next time we were talking before, you said Sunday wasn't good.
No, Sunday was the worst hungover I've ever had.
I would say you sent me a snap. I must have sent you something on Sunday. You sent me something back, and I seen you were out. I'm like, geez, he's going okay, but now the truth's come out. You were battling through that.
I was struggling. Yeah. Took Panadol, Nurofen, water, everything. Nothing was working. Gatorade.
Sometimes nothing does anything. Like sometimes I'll wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm not good today, and I'll smash a couple of Panadol and Nurofen or whatever I can get, and then half an hour, 40 minutes, I'm like, actually okay. Like I'm not running a marathon, but I could go to do a gym session or something like that, do a light session, but sweat some of the crap out. But yeah, sometimes you have it and you go, oh, I am just not good.
Yeah, you're paralysed.
And all you want to do is, and you lay on your bed or on the couch, and you get to a certain position where it feels comfortable and you don't want to move. Like you're stuck there. And so that was your Sunday. Again, your 21st, you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, appreciate everyone coming and had a good night. So
it was
good.
So prelim weekend obviously 2 weekends ago now. Yeah. So again, we said before, we're spewing for our friend Liam that his pies are out. But Pendle's going down early was always going to hurt, wasn't it?
That was like...
The game just started.
I reckon it was like 2.5 minutes in or something.
Yeah, they put the camera to him or something like that, or one of the commentators said something about Pendle's going straight down. I think they put the camera to him and he was going down the room.
Yeah,
so, it was only like a couple of minutes in. Yeah. But I suppose when you have a player at that ability and that, I suppose he'd run the show out there.
Experience,
he goes down. But then they seem to get their shit together there for a little bit, and then... Brisbane are a team, aren't they? Like they just look like they're down out. You look around, and they've got a lot of good players. Obviously, they've made a grand final. They've got a lot of very good players. But like even I don't know what Charlie ended up with, but he just doesn't seem to be dominating. And then what's the other one's name?
The one that kicked like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Ty Gallup.
No. He's good. Yeah, that Morris is a gun. Morris can be a gun. He's been there forever. I'm going to come across his name in a minute. I'll remember. But like he was quiet as all night. And then
Andrews, I don't know, Archie.
Forward.
Loman. Ashcroft. Broke the Ashcrofts.
Ashcroft, man. Is that one off the ground he kicked?
Oh, that was insane.
Nailed it too. That's the
Yeah.
striker would be happy
Yeah.
with that. It's going to come. The name's going to.
I feel like I've named all the forwards.
Nah, well, he goes in the midfield sometimes.
Dunkley.
Nah. You're going to feel stupid when you say it because you'll be like, how did I not say that earlier?
Surely not Lockie Neal.
No.
McCluggage.
Nah, far out for you.
Jesus. Zorko? I don't know. No, Zorko's
So
back.
Zorko taking off Cox's glasses.
Oh, that's funny. Let it go.
Yeah.
Eddie Maguire saying he should have been fined 50 grand. Get over it, you sook.
Oh, and Cox
Seriously,
is a wanker.
exactly. He's the biggest bloke going for the smallest. Like Harris Andrews was on the mark, not even Zorko, and he got into him.
Yeah,
Piss off.
I just don't like him.
I hate him.
And if he was sitting in this room right here, you'd probably think these guys are right. But I just watch him. I think that's that.
He thinks he's a hero.
I think, and it's probably not all Americans, but it's probably that American arrogance or something.
Yeah.
Like there's just something. So when it went to the camera and he was ripping off his glasses, I laughed. I'm like, I didn't want him to break anything. I didn't want him to hurt anything, but I thought it was funny him taking off the glasses. So Zorgo's a pest. Zorgo's a pest though.
Don't wind him up. That's like the last person you want to get into on that team.
He's a pest.
Yeah.
But geez, he can play. He's still going pretty well at the moment. So yeah, but they're just a bloody good team. Like you look at their outs, and then people just getting injured and hurt, but they just get the job done.
Yeah.
That's why
Good depth.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, we'll talk about this week and the grand final soon, but yeah, a lot of people are kind of not riding them off, but I suppose the other granny, the other final
Prelim,
Cats and
Hawks.
Hawks. Yeah. I think it started off not great, and then it kind of it was one of those
Different
games.
game,
Yeah. But I was personally hoping Hawks would get up. I have a couple of Geelong supporter friends who I don't have an issue with them. I just we're sick of Geelong being good all the time.
Yeah, every year.
Every year they're thereabouts, and
It's
they're
like
just
17 prelims in 20 years or something like that.
Scott must know what he's doing.
Oh yeah,
and so
crazy.
I hear a lot during the week about then they just never start again. They just. I don't think
they don't rebuild.
They don't rebuild. I don't think that's a no-brainer though. Like it'd be, look, why, if you're a good team and you've got good players, why would you restart?
Yeah,
so you've got a list of, so I've got this is 35. You get rid of your bottom 10 and you replace them with a better 10. Your top 5 is still your top 5.
Yeah.
So you just keep and obviously your top 5 are going to retire at some stage. So you're going to get games into your 20th player and your 21st and 22nd, 23rd player. So then they get experience in that. But if you can naturally get that rotation, there's no need to start again.
No.
And Cats have obviously got a cheat code now. Because every year they just add quality to their team. Like they
don't go to the draft, they just pluck players.
Yeah, they'll play with the draft numbers to get better old players in. And they're happy to pick up 23, 24, 25-year-olds that may not be a superstar, but they know that that's what they need.
Yep.
And they just keep adding to it. And Danger's coming to the end of his time. Didn't look like it the other night, though.
Oh, my God.
Ridiculous.
35 touches or something.
Yeah, just a freak. But then, so as Danger's kind of getting to what you think, the end more to the end of his career, they've got a Bailey Smith who's coming up through who will just take that role of, they're playing together, they're great. So that they lose Danger, he comes up, and then there'll be someone else behind him that starts taking that role as well. Like
they got so many guns on their team,
just everywhere. Yeah. Like they're just all over the joint. So
Cameron sitting up forward.
Yeah. You just get the ball in and just let him do his thing. And then now Danger's playing more of a forward role. He'll still go through the middle and crash and bash, but his explosiveness is next level. Yeah. Like I reckon I've noticed it more so the last few years, especially as he's got older. Like he's not doing. I'd love to see his tracker of 6, 7, 8 years ago.
6, 7.
What many Ks he's doing, and then because you can get with the stats on like the bursts and the impact plays and stuff like that. Like his numbers would be through the roof, I reckon. Those impact kind of plays and taking those bodies and that kind of stuff. Instead of running 15K a game, he might be doing 10, but those 10 they're massively effective, especially down forward. So. And then obviously Hawks wise, like I said, I was hoping they'd win. And they made a little bit of a comeback for it, but couldn't get the job done. And
they're in a better spot. 2 years ago, they weren't even in finals. So
and well,
They're doing pretty well.
last year people were talking about them not even like being shit.
They were going to be crap
They'll be
last
crap.
year, and they come out of nowhere and made a semi-final.
I'm massive on Sam Mitchell.
Yeah, good.
I'm massive on Sam Mitchell. I remember listening to him a couple of times when he was coaching the VFL. I didn't go there. Just I love watching VFL on TV, and when it was on more, I reckon a couple of times the cameras would be in, and you hear him talking and stuff, or him talking before a game or after a game, and that he just seems like his brain is just a football. Like he doesn't have a normal brain. It's actually a football. And I just reckon I genuinely think he might be one of the biggest football brains in the game at the moment and in the game for a very long time. You don't have to see the way he played as well.
Yeah.
He wasn't classed with pure speed, athleticism, and that he was just highly skilled and made really good decisions.
He knows what he's doing, yeah.
And knows what he's doing. And that was one thing I tried to drum into my under 13s this year, is that you don't have to always be the fittest, the fastest, the tallest, the strongest. If you can just, with footy, if you can make good decisions and execute skills, you're going to go a long way of getting better, and you can work on your fitness, you can work on your strength, you can work on things. But if you can get a good footy IQ, it's going to take you a long way. And I think I've kind of tried to drum that in with our senior group and that too, a lot. That, you know, like I've never been the fittest, fastest, tallest, quickest, nothing like that. And I haven't been a superstar by any stretch of imagination. I never claim myself to be anything like that. But I've got through 300 games somehow, and it's because I've had an okay footy IQ. So that's what I mean. If you're blessed with some height or some strength or whatever it is, and then you've got a good footy IQ, you're going to go a long way.
Yeah.
So, So I think Sam Mitchell, I think he's only a matter of time. I think they play in a grand final.
Yeah, it won't be long.
Very
Semi-final
soon.
last year, prelim this year.
Yeah, so I think it's naturally one more step
Grand
next
final
year.
next year.
So, I suppose footy wise, then the VFL doggies had a win.
Yes, they did.
Doggies had a
Footscray,
win,
yes.
So I watched that because I had to support some doggies this year, because those doggies to make finals. I actually went to the VFL granny the other year when the doggies, the senior team won it.
Yeah.
I went. That was at Etihad, or what do you call it now? Marvel. And but I don't know. There would have been. I don't know why they did it there that year. I don't know, just because
They used to do it there a lot.
And I reckon that year that I went, the whole bottom tier was nearly full. I don't know how many that. I reckon it was close to nearly 20,000. I know I could be talking complete bullshit there, but I reckon it was, the numbers were pretty big. But I think on the weekend it was 8,000, 8,500, 9,000 or something. But yeah, just we start off flying on Sunday. I think we kicked 6 goals to their 1 or none or something.
Yeah.
And we looked like it was Traralgon and Gather, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, then all of a sudden, Southport just another goal. And I'm like, oh, this isn't good. And then they got back. I think they might have went in front or drew the game.
Yeah.
And then doggies were probably lucky enough. But so my team, well, not the VFL's not really my team, but still, doggies still associated. I'm going for it because we're playing against Southport. The rest of my family dogs me because we want to move to Queensland one day, and Southport's there. Kelly, Brody, and Tyler all go for we're going for Southport. I'm like, oh, come on, support me, family, Jesus.
Jeez,
but no,
that's nice.
Yeah, none of them, they all jumped on Southport. And to be honest, if doggies were playing, I would have been on Southport as well. So, and then another footy game on the weekend, Traralgon and Gather.
Yes.
So that ended up being a little bit on the disappointing side of things. Like I obviously we both know people that play Traralgon. They're probably a team that I follow on the side a little bit, obviously just because of the few people I know, and obviously we live in Traralgon, so they're the premier team up here, and I think they bust their ass for multiple weeks to get to that grand final. And sometimes everything goes your way, and other times it doesn't. Like I just feel like
they come up against a very good team.
Heppel could still be playing AFL.
Oh,
it was ridiculous.
VFL, crazy.
I watched I worked Saturday, and then I listened to the first half, and then I watched at home the second half, and they were class above the other day. I don't believe they're a class above all the time. Yeah. Because we obviously Traralgon did the job to get there. Yeah. But I think it's one of those days. I think, and as a Traralgon person, I suppose, and I'm not going to talk for them because I'm not involved there at all. But sometimes you just go, they were better and we just had a dog of a day. Yeah. And that's what it felt like. Like sometimes it just doesn't matter what you do. You know your best is good enough. But I just feel like it just wasn't the way they pictured the game. And so they didn't get the job done. So they actually had a bit of a rocky day, the old Traralgon. They had under 15 netball who won. Yeah. They had the Traralgon Forcer in. They hadn't lost the game all year.
And smashed every team they played.
I think they beat Mafra by 70 points 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, in the first final.
And then lost.
Go down by 4 points.
I think, I could be wrong, I think Traralgon Force, obviously the team changes because kids go up. But I think the Traralgon Force system's been ridiculously strong.
Yeah.
I think in the last 3 or 4 seasons, I think it might have been 4 seasons, they've lost 3 games. A final and 2 grand finals.
That's crazy.
I don't think during the seasons, when I say it, I don't think it's right, but I actually think I'm right. I think I've heard people say they haven't lost a season game for over years, but they've lost 3 games or something. 3 of them, 2 have been a granny. So yeah, hopefully they can get rid of that curse. And I think they got the job done last year, and then obviously this year they're there. And like a good mate of mine, Yenchi's coaching them too. So I think he would have done everything he had to do. He got them there. Like they were the best team all year. But obviously come grand final. And this is what I tried to tell me under 13s that day when I was coaching. Like, so Traralgon Force, a perfect example.
It's a different day.
The smallest winning margin, I think, was like 70 points a year, which is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and I'm probably wrong there, but I know I saw something around that. And then you get to a granny and it's a couple of things don't go right. And then the reserves didn't get up either.
Yeah, they lost by,
like 3
I think
points.
the winning score, I think, was 24 points, just 4 goals flat.
Yeah.
That won the game.
Yeah. I think
That's crazy.
It's like 2 goals 8 or something like that. I think it's 2 goals 8-20 or 2 goals 9.
They could have done it. Yeah.
To 4 goals straight 24.
Yeah.
So they lost by 3 points, and Leongatha just kicked 4 goals straight. And that was it.
And I reckon they scored them all in the first half, I think.
Leongatha didn't score a point after half time and won the grand final. So, and it was windy in that. But it was windy, but yeah. So, Traralgon obviously is a little bit of a side following for me, just because we know a few people in that there, and you want the best for them because they're the premier team in Traralgon. But yeah, obviously they'll bounce back, and I don't know if has it been advertised who their new coach is. Have they advertised it?
I don't know.
Maybe I shouldn't be the one. I know who it is, but I don't know if it's been advertised yet.
I don't know.
Oh, that'll be something we'll talk about another time. But the person who, well, as far as I know, I'm 99.9% sure, and I don't know who it is. He's a very good appointment too. Yeah. Good fella. He's been around that place for a long time, so I think he deserves a role in that, and I think he'll do a really good job. I won't announce that on here. I don't know how many people listen, but I don't want to do the wrong thing there. So, and then I suppose, so that's the kind of prelims and 2 grannies, but now we roll into a Brownlow. Actually,
Brownlow was last night. Yeah.
Brownlow last night.
Oh, 2 nights ago. Sorry.
Wednesday. Yeah. Weird. Kinda like.
I think Matt Rouse still getting votes now.
Yeah. Like we're not even playing.
He's not even playing. He's already booked for votes.
He's going to local grounds, eating grass. He's getting 3 votes.
Yeah.
But see, so Kelly goes, "Oh, who is he?" I'm like, "What do you mean, who is he?" Like, she goes, "Oh, I might have heard his name." So, but he's a gun.
Yeah. Like, a lot of people didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
That don't really watch. Yeah.
But he can play. Like, there's no
he's a good
doubt.
player.
He's bloody good player.
It's not his fault that he got all the votes, but it gets to a point where you look at some of the games where you have 16 touches.
Yeah, there was like a game.
And 3 tackles.
15 or 16 and 17 touch game. I know it's not all about touches and stuff like that. Yeah. But I think out of those, I think he had those, but there was a couple of games there was one game he had 16 but had 10 tackles. So obviously he's still involved in the game, but he's in the umpire's eyes.
For sure.
But then you got Anderson. There was that we might have printed off. I'll look at it for next one. But I think a couple of those games, he got 3 votes. He got 17 touches, but and Noah Anderson was at the top with 35 and 1. And he didn't get a vote.
No, it makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just his red hair, but he's in and under a bit more. Where it blew my mind a little bit, especially when I started seeing that the games he was getting, because I think he polled the first 4 games. He was 3-3-3-3.
Yeah, he was up straight away.
Straight away. Yeah. So I think he's one of those players you watch and you go, "Fuck, play." Yeah. But then you look at your Dacosses and some other players there, you just go, they're just a class above.
He's not. Level. He's not the best player in the AFL.
Nah, I don't think so. Is he in the top 10? Oh, yeah, probably 100% he is. But I think, and even then, I think watching, if doggies were to pick up someone now and they had Anderson or him, I'd probably pick Anderson. So I don't even know if he's the best player in his team. Yeah. But, well
Anderson was way more favoured than he was.
100%.
Easily, yeah.
I put a couple of bucks on. Who did I say? Dawson. No.
Oh, Dawson, yeah.
Dawson.
Adelaide,
I put some money on Dawson. I thought, they've won enough games and he's a very good player. But, I think Noah was above him on the betting. Yeah. I suppose it is again, like I said, it's not the player's fault. But And I'm a big believer. I don't believe it should be on stats either. Like, it should be either impacting the game.
And
But just when you got, at the moment, like, there's 4 umpires out there. They're umpiring probably the hardest game in the world to umpire.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking to one another. They're worried about where they're standing and who they're standing in front of. They're talking to each other and then going, swap here, swap there. Okay, this, I'm on, blah, blah, blah. I just don't. There must be a better way that we can find out who's deserving of the best player in the league.
Give them a stat sheet.
Yeah.
Because they get nothing after the game, which to me is just wild.
Yeah. So, like, I'm
that
big
makes
thing
no
on
sense.
somehow, like, they need to go in and go, okay, look, my top 6 were these, and then get the stats, and then those stats back up what they've said. Then, yeah, I don't think just because you get 35, you should be best on.
Yeah.
Someone can get 35, but if you've had 22 and 8 tackles, 3 clearances,
exactly.
all of a sudden you are the best on ground.
Yeah.
But
Or if it's like a defender that's had spoils, intercept marks.
that's right, yeah, like picked off.
The Brownlow's always been a midfielder as a wood.
100%. And that's why I think some way. So I heard something today, give it to the commentators, but even then I'm like, no, the commentators have favourites and stuff as well. Like, it nearly needs to be like, not an auditor or something, or someone who is there purely watch games. And their job is to go watch the game but a footy brain, like hire some ex-footballers that know the game or something like that and can go to games, and and have 2 of them per game or 3.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know the answer, but 3 of them or something per game that go and they watch the game, they watch patterns, they watch the way people run, they watch who intercept marks, they're able to look at stats, take stats, and go, look, clearly this guy who had the most impact in the game.
Yeah.
Wayne Miller
got 2 votes against Melbourne when he hit 46 points down at 3/4 time and kicks 4 goals.
Yeah.
2 votes. Jack Viney got 3 of that.
Yeah.
So,
I heard a comment, the guy, someone, they tweeted something about whoever commentated that game, Miller was good in the last quarter, but Viney was good all game. But Wayne Miller clearly had the most impact on that game.
Yeah,
he was the best on ground that last quarter.
Yeah.
He was obviously okay during the rest of the game. He took the team to a win. He was the most influential player on that ground, and it wasn't like he had no touches, 16 touches in the last. He was consistently getting the ball, ended up with 35 and 4.
He's had a big last quarter.
And then that's the kind of, and even the room on Friday night, Monday night, everyone was because everyone just was waiting for him to get 3, and when he didn't, so I think it's, as a player now, you'd nearly want to get the players' votes or the coaches' votes at the moment.
Yeah, I think that I've been saying for a couple of years now, the MVP award I reckon is way more valuable than the Brownlow.
Yep.
It's the same as like local footy, I suppose, in a sense. People just will watch certain people and they just vote that.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. That's why I'm big on, like, even a player's player at your footy club. And that's something we've talked about. I know this year we did the netballers football of the year and footballers netball of the year.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind doing like a player's player next year within the group, and like who out in the ground was the most influential person. Who out in the ground, one, helped you, was the most influence on the team and you personally, obviously played good for them footy themselves. And that's like, if you win the player's player, mums and dads get vote cards and injured players get vote cards.
Yeah.
And they would look around, they'd be like, I don't know, just me mate there, he got a few touches, I'll vote for him or whatever. Where if you've got players player for the year and a criteria, if that gets voted on properly, that's an award that I'd rather get. And even AFL wise, coaches, the one the coaches pick, like that's pretty cool to get as well, because that's the other coaches are going, he killed us today. Like, I'm giving Chubb 3 votes, he dominated us today. Like, they're the ones, and as other coaches, they're the ones that I don't know how, if we can get some kind of voting system with the opposition coaches vote for the Brownlow. Like, I know it's always been an umpires thing, but I think these days it's just getting too hard for the umpires to do everything they need to do and try to vote for the best on ground as well.
Yeah, I think Anderson, he might have won the coaches one. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see much.
I think he was up there, I reckon.
Yeah, he would have been in front of Round and stuff. And because other coaches would know, they know what Round does, contested ball, win on tackles. But Anderson gets on the outside. He got goal of the year.
Yeah.
Like, he
did.
got goal of the year. Like, that's the kind of damage you can do.
And they're watching the game the whole time, and they'll know that, okay, he's like he's just said before, he's towed us up.
He's towed us up. We need to stop that. You know what I mean? Or he gets in the game and go, "Did you see he killed us today? He's been the best on ground."
Yeah.
So I think there needs a bit of a revamp there. I don't believe it should be the umpires. I don't believe it should be commentators, because again, commentators are there to do a job as well, and they then sometimes. So I don't know if there's like independent people that go in and vote, but people that know what they're looking at and talking about. So there's enough ex-footballers out there. Get 50 of them trained up to what the criteria of what they want, the AFL wants to see best on ground, and they go sit there and they go, righto, these guys fit the criteria of the night, possessions, contested ball, defenders defended, did what they need to do.
Yeah.
Is there a world we live in where something like that so we can bring the Brownlow back to the best, biggest honour, individual honour at football? Yeah,
the NBA, they'll, for like the MVP, they have 3 contestants, and then they give it to like the ESPN analyst.
Yep.
And they vote it, but like you said before, people might not like a certain player, so they go, "Oh, bug him," not voting for him.
Yep. And
it's hard. But I think what you said, I reckon that's good.
Yeah.
Get people, and their job is to literally just vote. That's what they do.
They're going there. They're getting a free game. They're getting put up in a box.
Yeah.
And they're given a criteria. But when I say train them up, bring 50 people in that know what they're talking about, and say, we want you to vote for the best on. We don't want this just to be a midfielder's trophy. We don't want you to focus on forwards and backs more now, because it has been a bit. Just focus on, this is what we want you to focus on. Backs. If a back's dominated their forward, they've intercept marked, they're taking the game on, they've been gone at 85% efficiency from the back line, whatever it is, that's a criteria we'd like to see. If you think they've been best on, the most influential in the game, give them 3 votes.
Yep.
Then work your way down. But if a midfielder's had 40 and kicked 2 and just dominated the game, they're being the best on. Like, you know what I mean? But then again, because they should have some stats, because if you kick 40 and 2, but those 40 possessions, you kick 2 goals, but other than that, you're going at 50% efficiency, you shouldn't be giving votes, because usually get the ball 40 times, you turn it over 20 times. No fucking point in getting the ball.
No.
So, you know what I mean? And so I don't think it should be a stat-based thing either. Like, so I just think there needs to be an independent kind of thing where, and even if it's umpires still voting, but not the field umpires at the time. So still field umpires that haven't got a game that day.
And watch it.
Watching the game. If you still want the umpires to be voting, let the emergency umpires vote and give them a criteria or something. And just someone who can watch the game and watch it unfold and watch where it is and what's going on, how it's going. I just think that there needs to be a little panel at each game that is able to tick off boxes to say, okay, that's why they're best on ground.
And let them see the stats. For God, who cares?
Yeah.
Just show them.
Yeah. Let them have a live update. Like, they've got the fucking technology now.
Everything.
Put a laptop in front of them. Give them all a laptop. And then end of every quarter, they pick their best 4 or 5 for the quarter. And if someone's name comes up 4 times, well,
bang.
But they're probably best on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And let them go with the stats and stuff and go, because sometimes you think blokes have dominated a game. You look at their stats, I mean, he had 6 kicks, but they've been influential in the game. Their 6 kicks have been influential, and you go, I know they've only had 6, but they're going at 100%, and they've kicked 1, and they've had 4 tackles. So they haven't had a heap of touches, but they've influenced the game 10 times because they've got the 4 tackles or something as well. Yeah. So I believe there's a way to do it. The Brownlow should be the biggest honour as an individual player. At the moment, I think it's a little bit of a joke.
Yeah, it is.
And I think a lot of people think the same
Cripps
thing.
last year, he had 45 votes or something.
Yeah.
Like, he was good, but come on.
And again, that's crazy. Umpires looking, that person's in front of them. You can't tell me people don't have favourites a little bit.
They would for sure.
As well.
Yeah.
And then I think there was votes when he got 45 last year. There was games where he ended up with there was 16, 17 touch games. He was getting 3. So this isn't the first time it's happened.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Rao. Massive achievement to get it. But I think there needs to be a revamp of the system, and let's get the Brownlow back to being the best individual trophy or medal in the AFL.
Definitely. And quickly, Noah Anderson and Bailey Smith were tied at 103 votes on the coaches' votes. And Rao was 3rd on 97.
Yeah, so he's not far behind.
Yeah,
but still, there's 2 people above him a bit.
Yeah.
I wish Bailey Smith rolling those sunnies.
He would have been awesome if he won.
Yeah, it would have been very. And I think there's other places that say the AFL didn't want him to win it.
Yeah.
Because I actually said it on our socials when he went in and chompy. Yes, he just gave it to.
He's good.
Yeah,
he's good for footy.
He is. I think he's that refreshing. There's a slight bit of arrogance about him, but then he was interviewed on Brownlow night, and he interviewed actually okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. I think he's been up and down. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on there. But I suppose going from the best individual trophy to the best team trophy and going on the granny this weekend. So
Yeah, let's make our picks for this week. It's going to be a good game.
I don't know. Like I've got two. So my head says Geelong.
Yeah.
My heart says Brisbane.
Yeah.
And I don't know where to go with it. I'll be barracking my heart out for Brisbane on the weekend.
Yeah. Don't like Geelong.
No, I don't not like them. I'm just over them being bloody good. But if you gave me money and said you have to pick a team and you have to win this money, I'd probably put it on Geelong.
Geelong, yeah.
And that's I don't want them to win.
Yeah.
But I think if I had money and someone said you can put your house on it, and if you lose, you're done.
Yeah.
I'll probably back a Geelong.
Back Geelong, yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Wow.
But you got the Brisbane
Gotta
stuff
go
on over
Brisbane,
there.
yeah. Gotta go.
You got 2 footy jumpers and a scarf now, so you got no choice.
Yeah. No, I think back-to-back sounds good. Lachie Neale might play.
Yeah,
which is big.
I think he's doing everything. I think he's doing every medical, from Asian medical stuff to bloody natural stuff to hyperbaric chambers to anything he can do to get his calf right.
Yeah.
You see the size of that bloke's calves?
Oh, and his quads.
Quads and calves are ridiculous.
Yeah.
I knew I've heard it before, and then obviously because he's got a calf injury, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
They are massive.
Big boy.
Yeah. And he's a nuggety little prick too.
Yeah.
Like there was actually a video of him today going out and doing a lap. Like he's a solid prick. Like,
yeah, that one on the boundary.
Yeah. He's massive.
Big.
Like because he's smaller. But then when you see him, I'm like, I actually see him down, I'm like, holy crap, he's big. So
and Tom Stewart's out for Geelong as well.
Yeah,
which
so
is a big out.
This is something we're going to talk about as well. Like, where do you sit with the whole week off before finals or week off before granny?
Week off before finals.
So your finals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I actually don't know. I spent a lot of time in the car today. I bloody about 4.5 hours in the car today, and I'd actually thought about it for a little bit of that. And so there's a big part of me that goes, you want the 2 best teams in the grand final with their full lists. But having a week off before the grand final doesn't guarantee that. Because if someone breaks their leg, they break their leg.
Yeah.
So it doesn't guarantee that. So that's my debate on that is if you have the week off before the granny, anyone that's probably at 60, 70% are going to get to 100%.
Yeah.
And you've got 2 teams that have got their best possible list, unless someone breaks an arm or a leg. But if someone strains a calf, like if Collingwood did get through, just Pendles doesn't get through the next week.
I feel like he doesn't play. But
if he's got a week off,
probably
there's a chance he does play. So then you've got the best team out there. Go back to the start of that though. You want the best finals teams playing too. You want the best versus the best in finals. So having that week off.
What could be, say, like this year, say Gold Coast.
Yeah.
If you don't have that break at the start and at the last round, Anderson does his ankle or something, he's out for 2 weeks.
You're out of the finals.
Yeah.
So the only other thing I really like though about having the week off before the granny is starting the grand final festivities. So if last week was 2 weeks ago was prelims.
Yeah.
The weekend just gone was the week off.
And then this week would be.
Yeah. So this week with the granny. But you do like your VFL granny like they did. You do some more like granny. You do and you do your interstate ones as well. So you make it a massive grand final weekend and get the VFL on prime time at 2:00 in the afternoon. So we still got football. We've got grand finals. We've got celebrations. Put bloody Division 1 Ringwood versus whoever it is, Vermont versus whoever. Give them some limelight. Put that on the Sunday or something. Like really, AFLW give that more. And I think they showed some games this weekend, but just make the week before the AFL Grand Final just this festivity of footy,
like a celebration of footy,
and really start the party from that week rolling into the granny. So I liked because you couldn't do that the week before finals because there'd still be too much time. So having the week off before the AFL Grand Final gives you time to really start the festivities of some other stuff where you can get, like I said, Waffle, the VFL, Adelaide, whatever that one is, like
sample,
just sample. Yeah. Get it on prime time. Like have them get them all playing at different times and get them all on TV. Like, it's our next level down from AFL.
Yeah.
Advertise the shit. Get it out there. Like, Northern Territory, I don't know if they start now, but yeah, I mean, do something. I don't know. That's the part I like about it. But again, I think there's debates of both of them. Again, if I got asked now, if I had to pick one, I'd pick the week off before the AFL Granny, just for the purpose of what I just said. Start the festivities a week earlier. Like, that's been the battle of the strongest to get to the grand final. Now, get your bodies right, get your fighting fit, and play the best game of footy of your life and put the best show on. And in the week before, have the festivity of footy and just have footy stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Again, we're not the AFL. We get to make decisions. So, but yeah, that's my take on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the idea of that. But
Jared Berry could miss out as well. I'm not sure if he's playing shoulder.
That'll be big. Like,
that's a big out.
I think he has his shoulder strapped up
Every week.
Yeah, every week. So then obviously, unless he's, I reckon he plays. Like, I had a mate, Lee, who played Stingrays and everything, and then I played with him at Narry. That poor bugger, like, he could have probably made an AFL list at some stage. They were looking at him, but he had bung shoulders.
Yeah.
I remember playing with him at Narry, and he'd just be running around, someone would clean him up, and his shoulder would be out. He'd run to the sidelines, they'd go, donk, donk, knock it back in, he'd come back on. He just played with it all the time. So I know Barry, his shoulder's not great, so I'm hoping that while it was out, it didn't do damage, and he's give me sore. And, but yeah, how, like, you're going with him with a bit of a dodgy shoulder, you're going with Neil with a dodgy calf.
And we've seen what happened with Penderbury last week.
Yeah, that's right. Like, you just don't know. So there's some big calls to be made.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously Stuart won't be playing though.
No,
he's
out.
I actually haven't seen the tackle or anything like that. But he
I
got 3 weeks, but now he's okay to play
off.
round 1.
Yeah. That was a shit.
So how do you go?
thing.
How they go from you missing 3 to play round 1?
Yeah, you're right.
Again, I think we've
that needs to be fixed as well.
That
That committee or whatever it is, that's shocking.
When you're getting weeks on an outcome, not the actual thing.
Exactly.
That's if it's a football act and there's an accident, accidents happen. I think we all sign waivers. We all sign things to, as a footballer, you know that there's a chance you get hurt. In football, I'm going for a chest mark, and me and a bloke both go to chest mark there and bang heads, and I'm out cold in hospital. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
He could have got hurt too. And
exactly.
So am I out? I mark the footy, and my eyes on the footy with bang heads. Am I getting rubbed out? Is he getting rubbed out?
Exactly.
One of us have probably done something wrong in the eyes of the AFL or local footy because we should have avoided it. And that's what I'm sick of hearing. You should have avoided. They should have stopped. They should.
How?
Do you know how quick that?
You got no time.
When you're showing in slow motion, they go, "Oh yeah, he's for time." You don't have time to stop. Once you've committed to something, and if you've tucked your shoulder and you're going to clean someone up, or not so much clean them up, bump them, and then they crouch down or they look at you head on, and you're like, "Oh, I cannot stop now." Like, physically, you cannot stop.
Yeah.
I think what the AFL is asking players to do is impossible.
Yeah, you can't.
There's dirty acts, and then there's footy accidents. And why?
And it's so obvious to see what one's a footy acts.
100%. But what was that? This is the Dan Does Footy today, and they talked about he gave out awards today, and it was for the worst report or something for the year.
Yeah.
Jackson Archer.
Yeah, he was like standing still or something.
And someone took his legs.
Yeah.
And then he got weeks for it.
Yeah. How does that even make sense?
So I think AFL's got. I think there's some stuff right, but I think they've got more to fix than they've got right at the moment.
Yeah.
So hopefully they get that stuff right. But hopefully the grand final's a good day.
Yeah.
Hopefully the weather's good. Hopefully the game's good. So who are you going to see?
So I'm gonna go Brisbane.
Yep. First goal kicker.
Zach Bailey.
And Norm.
Josh Dunkley.
Yeah, so I'm going to go Geelong.
Geelong, yeah.
Geelong. I don't know, first goal.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
It could be anyone. High pressure footy.
Stengel or something.
Yeah.
They're coming in. Because you don't want to go Cameron, especially if you put a bet.
Yeah.
You want to go something. Like,
someone a bit smaller.
I got Varco the other year. He was playing like half back or something.
Yeah.
Years ago, and he ran in and kicked the goal.
Oh yeah, 2011.
Yeah. So I got him, but I'd say maybe a Stengel, and then, but because I hope Brisbane win.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of contradicting myself massively in this bet. So, but I'm going to say like a Zorko.
Yeah.
just gets racks off.
He gets
positions,
heaps of touches.
Heaps of touches. So what I will probably put on is Brisbane to win.
So you're picking Brisbane?
Picking Brisbane. I'm going to pick Brisbane because I want that, and I'm probably going to get more value for that.
Yeah.
I still don't know my goal scorer. I still have a look at that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to Zorko.
Yeah.
And I reckon that might give me a couple of bucks because
Yeah,
usually, again, I think if we're going to look at betting odds, I think a lot of the Geelong side's going to be more favoured. So
yeah, they are pretty heavy favourites right now.
If I pick Brisbane and I have Zorko to win it, that's going to be some juicy odds there.
Yeah,
so
I mean, nice for you.
what I'll probably do is bitch out and not put the first goal scorer in because
Yeah.
I reckon because
That
once
could be
you
gone like
do
that.
that, I'll probably have a couple of first goal scorers on individually,
Yeah.
but not in a multi because I reckon as soon as that goes, you're like, oh,
Multi's done.
multi's done.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you put with the multi? Can you put a field in for like a first goal scorer?
I've got no idea.
Because that'd be right. Because if you can put a field in, you're definitely going to get the scorer. And then you hope it's not a Cameron or someone like that. You hope it is someone off a half back streaming in and kicks it from 50 and you just get a massive bit of value.
That would be good.
I'll look into that. So like I said, hopefully it's a good granny. So what are you doing for the granny?
Just the boys are coming here.
Yep.
Dad's at work. Mum's at a friend's house, so it's just going to be us here.
Just Chubb in the house.
Yeah, so should be a good day.
Yep.
You're travelling?
Yep, cows, up the cows. So up with Dale, Willow, and his partner and the kids and that too, and Kelly and the kids going over. So, yeah, we've had it organised for a while. So I was saying to you before, went out, got some grog and some food and that before. Just I don't usually I go to the shops, I'll get a few things. I don't usually fill up a trolley. But me and Kelly filled up the trolley and that for the weekend, and geez, that stings, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 200 something bucks. I'm like, oh, yuck. And that's 3 days or something.
Yeah,
but
it's crazy how much shit costs.
Yeah, it's a lot more than what we usually get on a normal shop. I think there's all the bits and pieces for a weekend away. But do you know what else I got today? And I'm not happy about it. Do you know they don't make, well, I think they're phasing them out, but I don't know if they're not making plastic cups anymore.
Yeah.
So for beer pong now, you got to use paper cups.
Yeah, well, we've got plastic ones, but if you go down the street, they're all paper
now.
But if you go to BWS, they got plastic cups.
Okay, but that's not really.
You need to go there.
But you can't
it's ridiculous. You can't even buy them. It makes no sense.
If you're playing beer pong, we're not going to play all night because we're getting old, but we've got the kids in there. We'll still have a couple of games, a bit of fun, just play me and Willow versus 2 girls or whatever. You don't be sharing paper cups on it. They go soggy and shit.
Yeah, it's shocking. It's actually so dumb.
So I bought, I went to Coles de Savo and it was like only $5.50. It was like 3 balls and 20 cups or whatever it was. I'm like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
It was the last one on the shelf. I'll get that. And I was walking around. I was looking in the trolley and I was seeing something in paper. I'm like, Kelly, that ain't paper. And she's like, yeah, don't make them. I'm like, no, you can't play. Like, you couldn't play a beer pong tournament with paper cups. It'd be disgusting. Yeah. But, yeah, we bought them anyway. But, I didn't know that. I know they're trying to phase plastic out, but you should be allowed to play plastic cups with beer pong.
Yeah, at the minimum. Like straws and that, fair enough.
Yeah. I reckon people will be playing with, glasses soon. So, you know, I couldn't believe when they only made paper cups. I'm like, that's not nice. But yeah, going down to cows, got a house 3 nights, which would be good. So I've actually been hanging for this weekend. I don't get to see Willow and Zoe and the kids much, and and just to have 3 nights away. I'm on call at the moment for work, and I'll wake up tomorrow and I'm off call, and I can kind of relax as of tomorrow, and then
Party
got 5 days. Yeah. So same before, I've been a bit of a good boy on the drink. I've been not carrying on too much, especially like this part of the year. I'm usually bit of a dickhead, really, just carrying on. But I've actually been good this year. So
you're gonna launch that day.
Yeah, no, I'll see how me and Will. I'll see how we wake up. But I think Willow's taking it. I've never really smoked meat or anything, but Willow's got a big smoker and he's chucking that, bringing that down. We get some meat, so get up early, chuck a piece of that on, and then I'm hoping they bloody bring it back soon. Is AFL Grand Final when you wake up and you put on Channel 7 Mate or 7-2 or something. It's got the old biff bumps and brawls and the old grannies and stuff. That used to be my favourite thing. I used to wake up as a kid at 6 a.m. Grand Finals. I was so excited. Put my TV on and it used to just be Channel 7.
Yeah.
We used to have the 1982 Grand Final, 2 teams versus each other. And it was black and white, but it was just Grand Final after Grand Final all the way up. So it was the best thing ever. So I'm hoping they do something like that this weekend.
Yeah. It's just the best. Even if you just turn it on, it's just the coverage. Today's the day.
Yeah, 100%. And everyone's excited. And nothing better, as I'm massive on volume. As soon as it's kind of, they're starting to line up and stuff, it's everyone, oi,
music
TV,
off.
music off, TV turned all the way up. national anthem and then just hearing that roar.
Goosebumps.
And then when that ball goes up and it's like AFL Grand Final, and all you want is to see at the MCG is sun on the crowd. You just want to see sun in the crowd.
How good was last year?
Yeah, yeah.
That was a beautiful day. We
like
need that.
Sun, you can see sun in the background, and it's just, and if you're sitting at home or wherever you are, and the sun's out. So I reckon the weather's weird now. The weather's all over.
Yeah.
I remember, I reckon
I'm gonna have another look.
when I was 16, 17, 18, 19, probably not, probably 16. I remember just going to mates' houses and it was just hot all the time.
Yeah.
It was hot and you're just drinking with your friends, and you wake up Sunday, you don't even remember watching the granny, especially when you're young, you didn't care about it.
Yeah.
Well, you did, but you just got so excited you started drinking with your mates at whatever time. And it used to always be hot, but now, the last few years, it's all over the joint sometimes.
Yeah.
That's what's saying
I
now.
always get it wrong. Having a look now. Saturday. Max 19.
Oh, it's gone up.
Yep.
Here we go.
Becoming cloudy. It says partly cloudy. So partly cloudy means that there's sun.
Yeah, there's sun. As long as, I had a bit of it today when I was driving today. It was cloudy, but the sun was poking out for most of it. You're like, as long as you sit out at a decking or out here in your outdoor area and you got sun around, it makes the day so much better.
Yeah, it is.
So hopefully, but in saying all that, Grand Final day doesn't make much of a difference.
Yeah, it's still the day, but it's just a bonus with the weather. Yeah.
You still end up drinking the same amount of cans and
Exactly.
having a good day anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just that feel about it. There's nothing better waking up the Saturday morning of AFL Grand Final and you open the blinds up, all that sun's peeking through, and you're like, here we go.
Game day.
Game day, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
And
It'd be nice if your team was in it
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
That makes a bonus. But
yeah, I know when Doggies played, that was a pretty nice day. And
yeah.
that was good weather. And then I reckon the Bulldogs theme song, my neighbours would have hated me.
Yeah, turn it up.
Once the Doggies won the granny, I reckon I had literally had the theme song on repeat. So it would have been nearly an hour and a half.
Oh,
it
you
was
would
just
have.
the theme song. And we had people rocking up because that was when we were still in Traralgon, not the house we're in now.
Yeah.
And we just had people rolling in the whole night. And I think I went out to the deck or whatever, just the loon.
Yeah.
With my Doggies jumping around. And it was just the best. It was
Yeah, that's
best
good.
feeling. It was good. So.
Yeah. Oh,
What do you reckon? That's about it for this week.
yeah, that's probably it. Everything's covered, really. Just hope for a good game Saturday.
Yep. See how we go, but
Yeah.
and then we'll try. If we don't catch up next week, with the following week. But as we said before, we're trying to keep as much as we can. But we're gonna have things to talk about and have a bit of fun with it too. So, keep an eye on our socials on Saturday as well.
Yeah, there'll be stuff going up.
So we hope anyway.
Yeah, we'll see how we feel.
We'll get some stuff up in our socials, and yeah, I've got to lift my game a little bit there, but I just find it hard to make things at the moment. So, but yeah, we'll keep working, we'll keep trucking along. But to everyone that keeps listening to us, we've got a nice little supporter base. We have. We've still got that kind of, even when we've been shit with getting it out, there's still 100, 150 people kind of listening. YouTube's getting some views as well.
YouTube's popular.
That's been like a yo-yo kind of thing. We've had a couple of nearly 500s and stuff like that. So yeah, for all the people who watch us and listen to us and stuff, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, keep doing it. We'll keep plugging along, and we'll just see how we go.
Yeah, sounds good.
Happy days, mate.
Rightio, everyone. Enjoy the weekend.
Go Brisbane.
Go Lions. Let's do it.